In the U.S. alone, 23 million chickens are killed per day. That's 8.4 billion a year. In other words, in only one country of the world, 269 chickens are killed per second. This wouldn't be such an issue for me. People do need to eat, but the vast majority of chickens live their lives in agony. Their everyday has them living in toxic, crowded, filthy conditions, and many of them never get to see the light of day, not even through a window. This is Rose. She's a 2-year-old miniature chicken who's still laying eggs and would have already been turned into dog food if she were living on a factory farm. In fact, chickens can live up to 15 years if they're allowed, but laying hens only get to live for about a year, and meat birds get to live 2 months. Not only are industrially bred chickens the most medicated creatures on Earth, but genetic and hormonal meddling has made meat birds grow so large, so fast, that their bodies can't even support their own weight. But technically, they don't need their legs to work. 4 to 5 battery hens are stuffed into cages 20 inches by 20 inches. That's the size of my oven! And that is where laying hens spend their 72 weeks of so-called life. If you were living in a single room for 72 weeks with the same 4 people, you would probably want to kill each other. And these hens feel the same way. The solution? They get their beaks chopped off. Ever wonder what happens to roosters who are born on these farms? They get destroyed soon after hatching. Oh, and destroyed is a neat way of saying they suffocate in garbage bags on the way to the landfill. The most depressing aspect of this neglect is that people fail to realize how intelligent and curious chickens really are. Their cognitive abilities rival that of dogs and even some primates, and after owning chickens in my backyard for over 3 years, I can see why. My birds are trained to come to the sound of a bell, and that only took 1 afternoon. Lester comes when I call her name, and I could get my old bird Zoe to fly to my shoulder by whistling and saying, "Up." Yes, chickens can fly. Yet the only human interaction most chickens get is when they're thrown and kicked into cages on their way to the slaughterhouse. Neither chickens nor any animal deserve to be treated with such cruelty. So what's the solution? Support local farmers who treat their animals humanely. Or have your own chickens. Anyone in Center Wellington can have their own chickens in their backyard. They make wonderful pets, are easy to maintain, cheap to buy. Rose was only $5. And provide a family with enough eggs so they never have to buy any more. How many pets can you think of that are as awesome as that?